Keith, we've got some real old-fashioned January temperatures this week.
Yeah, we did. And of course, you transitioning from a tropical paradise has been very difficult.
There's always a price to pay.
Yeah.
You try to reacclimate yourself.
Yeah, you did miss some of the coldest stuff, so you got that going for you. And
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, it's gotten bright out. It's chilly today, but not as cold as we've been over the last couple of weeks at times. The satellite looks good, as I mentioned. It's usually the case when it's on the cold side that we are nice and bright. Zoom out, try to find our storm system for Saturday, and it's not there yet. That's anticipated. A little piece of energy is going to eject here out of the Rockies down into the Gulf and then back out. All that has to happen before our storm will even be on the map on Friday into Friday night. So when we talk about the scenarios here coming up, you know, that's something to keep in mind. The models still haven't seen the storm yet, which is kind of interesting. Hour by hour forecast here through today. Temperatures pretty flat line. We get cold tonight, dropping down into the single digits, at least along the coastline, below zero farther inland, and then 10 to 15 below zero, most likely into the mountains. And that's how we start tomorrow, obviously. Tomorrow is another largely bright day, but we have a hard time pushing temperatures up. We're 15 to 20 degrees for a high, maybe a little bit warmer along the coastline. And then Friday, we finally do warm up into the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. More clouds around with an isolated flurry or snow shower that's kind of setting the stage for the larger storm system for Saturday. But quiet up until Friday night. There's not a whole lot going on, just variations in temperatures. Okay, let's talk about the two different scenarios still on the table. I was kind of hoping last night that one model would cave to the other in a really measurable way that would help us out. The European model, though, staying strong with a stronger solution, a slower solution, a big snow solution that would put a lot of the state well over a foot pretty easily. But the European model is really by itself now. The GFS continues to be a little bit more progressive, a little bit faster, a little bit farther east. And so we await this afternoon to see if the Euro sticks to its guns or if it starts to cave a little bit here. But here's the GFS, and notice it's still a good-looking storm, but it's farther away. And so this becomes more of a coastal storm for Maine on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and into early Sunday. But it doesn't stretch as far inland as the European model would. So I think the map that we had yesterday still is the right place to be. It's shaded a little bit towards the GFS, the more progressive trend, and still allows a little bit of room. If the European model is right, then this will have to go all the way west here. But I feel better in this position, giving a little bit of cred to that more progressive solution still. And 10 to 20 inches feels better along the coast than it does farther inland. So we shall await this afternoon's models and see who blinks first. Very interesting stuff. Big storm likely, yeah, that's the way to put it still. Saturday and into Saturday night and Sunday. It's interesting, Pat, here that we are at a place with this storm. One of my friends in Massachusetts who's a meteorologist put it well. Anything underfoot, I consider it a failure. So as this storm, you know, wobbles around, the GFS, if it's right, is a less significant storm. It's still, I believe, for most of the coast, a double-digit storm. It's just the other version is potentially historic for some areas.
It'll get our attention either way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.